Folks, this is, again, something that we really need to discuss and be aware of and be preparing for. Now, granted, I brought you a recent story of a similar event of a woman alone in a shopping center parking lot, a Walmart shopping center parking lot in broad daylight, being approached and what appeared to be an attempted attack after doing some grocery shopping. But folks, this is just a few days ago of another young woman in a similar situation. But in this particular situation, she was all alone at night on her own in a secluded space and being approached and ultimately attacked. So I'm going to show you this clip. I'm going to show you this footage. We're going to talk about it and what she did wrong, what she did right, and what we should all be preparing to do moving forward as people are, more and more people out here in this world are really losing a grip and doing some unthinkable things, potentially putting many at risk, and more likely, single women, single females alone in certain situations at risk. So let's take a look at this.
Surveillance video captured the incredible moment
A Tampa woman fought off an attacker at her apartment complex's gym.
So Tampa, Florida, just so you guys are aware. And if perhaps maybe any viewers are familiar with this particular situation, this particular incident, maybe you can shed some light on what part of Tampa this was actually in, narrow it down, because in my opinion, this is probably going to be happening more so moving forward.
I said, if I keep going, if I keep pushing, I keep fighting, he's going to stop. He's going to let go, and he finally did.
24-year-old Nishali Alma, a personal trainer, told Hillsborough County Sheriff's deputies she was exercising alone around 10 p.m. on January 22nd.
10 p.m. at night, exercising alone. Look, there's nothing wrong with that, especially with a lot of these apartment complexes similar to the one that I live in, offering these great amenities and facilities that people have the opportunity to take advantage of 24/7. And depending on their work schedule or their gym schedule, or just trying to get a workout in when there's limited crowd, it makes sense. Did she do something wrong by working out alone at 10 p.m. at night? Was that her fault? Was she an attractive nuisance? Did she put herself in harm's way? Would this have happened during the day? I want to know your thoughts on this. Please comment down below and let me know.
When she saw a man she'd previously seen at the gym trying to get in.
Whenever he was at the door, I buzzed him in, and he came inside. My thought process was, like you said, like it was just another dude coming in to work out.
But after 25-year-old Xavier Thomas Jones entered, this happened instead.
Next thing you know, I get up from doing my workout, and I grab my phone, and he just approaches me. And not a single word was exchanged. As soon as he was approaching me, I pushed him. I said, bro, what the F are you doing? I said, get away from me. And he kept trying to come towards me and kept reapproaching me.
Video shows Thomas Jones chasing her around the gym.
So in theory, she was trying to be polite. She saw a familiar face that she had seen before at the gym, and she opened up the door to let them in. We have our own opinions on this. As far as if you are a resident, you should have access. Therefore, I don't need to let you in. And if not, you shouldn't take offense to me not. And I will, personally not feel any sort of way by you looking at me or upset from the outside that I didn't let you in. Because, likewise, if I want to access the facilities, I should have my keys. I should have my key fob. I should have what I need on me to gain access, especially, come on, 10 o'clock at night. Odds are the gym would have been completely empty if you were actually really looking to get a workout in. So you really shouldn't go there anticipating and expecting someone to be able to open the door from the inside to let you in.
Before grabbing Alma and pinning her down.
In my mind, I knew I was stronger than him and I knew I could fight back.
The seasoned weightlifter seen here.
So, based on this, in my opinion, I think the way he looks and the way that he approached her, something is going on. Something's going on up there. Not firing on all cylinders, and potentially under the influence of something that is altering his state in his judgment. Didn't seem super aggressive, but just very, very, very odd. But definitely, an encroachment of her personal space, and she did the right thing.
Holding her attacker in a chokehold while trying to call 911 before throwing more punches, leading Thomas Jones to release his grip.
So we've talked about this before as far as people losing their minds and coming after folks for money, cash, valuables, groceries, food, and whatnot. But you can see in this situation, this was completely unrelated to any of those incentives for his behavior. And Lord only knows what he was truly after.
The seasoned weightlifter seen here holding her attacker in a chokehold while trying to call 911 before throwing more punches, leading Thomas Jones to release his grip.
Very, very smart move. She was thinking on her feet. She didn't panic, or at least she didn't let the panic control her. And she maintained presence of mind to protect herself, distance herself, fight back, and try to call for help.
Self-defense expert Patrick Lockton at New York City's Krav Maga Institute says Alma's quick thinking under pressure was key.
She fought back, and the most important thing, she didn't freeze. She didn't fall into that trap.
I really encourage folks to think about these situations and what we're seeing in the news and what we're seeing happening, and things just getting crazier and crazier every day, and preparing themselves to be in a situation where you're going to think on your feet and you're not going to freeze and you're not just going to become a victim.
Alma immediately ran outside, escaping to a nearby apartment. Now she's sharing her story and encouraging other women with similar experiences to do the same.
No other person should go through this. No other person should have to feel like this. No other person should.
Exactly. That's what I want you guys to take away from this. This is what I want you guys to take away from the previous video I uploaded about the incident in the Walmart parking lot. This is real, folks. I mean, we've got a lot to prepare for. We got plenty of SHTF moments coming our way, and we can't necessarily let our guard down for any of them at any given point in time. And, if you want to get a workout in at 10 o'clock at night, by all means, get a workout in at 10 o'clock at night. But at the same time, you need to be prepared for what situation you could be potentially putting yourself in. And I'm not saying that she did anything wrong. I'm not saying that, she shouldn't have been wearing what she was wearing at the gym. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have been there at that particular time. Look, she lives there. It's a 24-hour facility. She has the right to be there and work out whenever she wants, wearing whatever she wants, which in my opinion seemed completely appropriate for the situation. But with that being said, you got to be prepared for what could happen day or night, and, I think that she handled the situation pretty well. But I would also say that more than likely moving forward, she's going to be prepared in a slightly different way with her future workouts. And if, this is something that you would say is a likely scenario that you may find yourself in, or someone else you may know, please share this video with them, but also devise a strategy and a plan for personal protection at all times, which unfortunately makes life somewhat uncomfortable. But me personally, I'd rather be safe than sorry.
No other person should go through this. No other person should have to feel like this. No other person should have to go through a situation like this.
Experts say avoiding an incident like this starts with being aware of your surroundings and moving quickly if you're in danger.
Yeah, avoiding a situation like this starts with being aware of your surroundings. But again, the opening of the door and allowing him in. But if he actually lived there and he had a key fob and he wanted to get in, then that would have been a moot point. But again, I don't think that she should have avoided the situation. And, I don't fault her for being a attractive female working out alone, solo at 10 o'clock at night. So, this is a two-way street here, and I'm not going to put any blame on her. But at the same time, sometimes, me personally, I would prefer not to do things at certain hours of the night because, sometimes it just seems like when the sun goes down, people just start to lose their mind and they don't know how to behave themselves and act appropriately.
Experts say avoiding an incident like this starts with being aware of your surroundings and moving quickly if you're in danger.
Getting in the way, creating obstacles, creating an opportunity, a space between you and your attacker. So I'd be going straight for vulnerable. So again, just the eyes, hitting him in the nose with a phone, striking him in the throat, because everybody, it's soft tissue there, it's soft tissue in your eyes as well, and it's going to hurt everybody no matter how strong you are.
Now, these are great preparation of self-defense tips. So, creating separation and distance, fighting back, and making sure that you try to call for help, yell for help. Apparently, from what I've been told, if you yell fire, it typically gets more attention than yelling anything else. And at the same time, never giving up. Just never giving up. Don't drop your phone. Don't drop your keys. These are going to be useful tools for you to have at your disposal to fight back.
Authorities were able to track down Thomas Jones and arrested him the next day. He pled not guilty to charges of sexual battery, false imprisonment, and kidnapping, and will appear in court next month. An attorney for Thomas Jones did not respond to NBC's request for comment.
The day he was arrested and the day they caught him, I saw the whole thing go down. It was a relief.
Yeah, I think she handled the situation excellently. I'm glad that she was okay, and I want that to be the same for you guys. I would prefer you never to be in this situation, but if so, at least you have an idea of what to do. You're planning and preparing for it. Things are getting crazier now. People are getting more desperate, and we are going to more than likely see, as I have another video coming for you guys as far as planning and preparation for national security threats and personal security threats and personal defense and strategies and techniques and survival tips for these SHTF moments. It's just going to more than likely happen more often than we have seen, and definitely more than likely be pushed more by the MSN, by the mainstreams, by these news media outlets with a particular spin. So you guys just be mindful, be cognizant, be cautious, be safe, be careful, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care. Bye.